If you live in Long Beach or anywhere in Los Angeles County, here's an important question. If a caregiver gets injured in your home, do you know who's legally responsible under California law? Most families don't. And that's why choosing between a private caregiver and a home care agency matters more than you think. Families across Long Beach, Lakewood, Signal Hill, San Pedro, Downey, and surrounding LA County communities are trying to help parents age safely at home. And one of the first questions they ask, and you should ask this because budget's important, of course, should we hire someone privately or should we go through a home care agency? At first glance, private caregivers are more affordable. That's the fact. Agencies look more structured, and yes, they are more expensive. But in California, especially in Los Angeles County, the differences go beyond price. Today, I'm going to try to break this down clearly and simply so you can make the safest decision for your family. A private caregiver is someone you hire directly, often found through, let's say, referrals, online listings, Facebook groups, community word of mouth in your community. A home care agency caregiver works for a licensed California home care organization that operates in LA County. The agency is responsible and owns hiring the caregiver, training them, insuring them, scheduling them, and replacing them if needed. That difference becomes critical once care goes beyond the occasional help. Here's where Long Beach and LA County families often get caught off guard. In California, when you hire a caregiver directly, even part-time, you may be legally responsible or considered the employer. And really, that means responsibility for payroll taxes, overtime compliance, workers' compensation insurance, employer filings, and of course, liability if a caregiver gets injured in your home. And in Los Angeles County, labor enforcement is very strict. If something goes wrong, like a caregiver getting hurt while helping your parent transfer from a chair, you could be exposed to medical claims, wage disputes, as well as penalties. And this is often where families realize private care isn't as simple as it sounds. Also, now imagine this scenario. Your caregiver calls out sick. It's 6 a.m. Your parent lives alone in Long Beach. What happens next? With a private caregiver, there's usually no backup, family members scramble, loved ones may be left alone, and safety risks increase. With the home care agency serving Long Beach and LA County, backup caregivers are sent, care continues uninterrupted, and scheduling is handled for you. For seniors with fall risk, dementia, or limited mobility, missed care can quickly become an emergency. Now, to be fair, private caregivers do work in very specific situations. Of course, the budget part, they're going to be cheaper, so I'm not going to address that part. But private caregivers, of course, make sense when care needs are minimal, help is short term, or it's a trusted family friend who's assisting or neighbor. The family understands, example, hey, I'm signed up to be a California employer and the responsibilities. But in Long Beach and LA County, once care becomes long-term, daily, very hands-on, most families transition to an agency for safety and stability. And that's exactly what agencies are designed for. Licensed home care agencies servicing Long Beach and LA County typically offer thorough caregiver background checks. We do criminal checks, training for dementia care and personal care. Payroll, taxes, and compliance are handled by the agency. Workers' compensation and liability insurance for peace of mind. Care plans tailored to your loved ones. And backup caregivers if someone is unavailable. This structure protects families, especially, as I mentioned before, in California's strict regulatory environment. Now, beyond legal protection, there's emotional relief. Many adult children living in LA County are working full-time, raising families of their own or have young kids, and managing or potentially even managing long-distance caregiving. An agency removes that stress of managing care logistics so families can focus on being present, not overwhelmed with their loved one or their aging parent. Living in Long Beach and LA County means higher labor standards, strong worker protections, and more compliance requirements to consider. That makes hiring privately direct caregivers riskier here than in many other states. For many families, the peace of mind that comes with an agency oftentimes, and it really depends on your situation, of course, outweighs the hourly rate difference. So how do you decide what's right for your family if you're watching this? Ask yourself, can we manage employer responsibilities under California law? Do we have a backup if care falls through? Is this short-term or long-term care? How much risk are we comfortable taking as a family? For ongoing in-home care in Long Beach or in LA County, most families choose an agency for reliability and protection. If you're navigating in-home care in Long Beach or anywhere in LA County, this isn't just about cost. It's about safety, legal protection, continuity of care, peace of mind. Private caregivers, as I mentioned, can work in limited cases. But for long-term care, I always suggest families think about those risks and think about, of course, licensed home care agencies are often the safest path forward, particularly in California. If you like this video, as always, please like, hit subscribe, comment your own personal experiences, and share this with loved ones that may be able to find this helpful.